Welcome back. This is still a very live broadcast on Emergency One this afternoon, and joined by the leader of Indigenous people of Biafra, NNAMDI KANU, the supreme leader of this global family of Biafrans, to indeed talk to Biafrans and the world. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very, very much, EJ. Thank you very much. As you all know, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to Biafrans wherever you are. This is a very important announcement. I had to interrupt my journey to make this very critical pronouncement because of what is happening in Biafra land. I received a very credible intelligence report right now that IKPEAZU, UMAHI of Enugu State, and UMAHI, the governor of Ebonyi State. These three individuals have ganged up amongst themselves to tamper with the will of the people as expressly made known during the presidential election. We are not concerned about who does what and for whom. What is our primary concern is the sanctity of the vote of our people. That what they have expressed on the ballot box must be respected. The Awusa Fulani cabal have decided to use IKPEAZU UMAHI and UMAHI of Enugu State to bring war and mayhem to our land. And how do they intend to do that? By giving Jubril 25% of the vote in Abia, 25% of the vote in Ebonyi, 25% of the vote in Enugu, because OBIANO have managed to get them to annul or to partially accept the annulment of the elections in Anambra. This goes to the heart of what I've been explaining from day one, that your Igbo governors are evil. They have seen what Chibika Mechi did in River State, how our people were shot to pieces in River State, and the Fulani told them this morning to make sure they bring the war to our land. And how are they going to do it? By making sure that the result is falsified, that the will of our people as expressed on the ballot box will not be reflected, that the world will still think or will be made to think that APC has a footing in Biafra land, when that is not the case. What they are trying to do is not about zoo politics. It is not to do with making sure that Jubril continues, a Sudanese man continues in office. What they are trying to do is to convey to the world that Biafra land is still part of the damnable zoological republic, and we can't allow this to hold. If you know IKPEAZU, if you know UMAHI, if you know Ifanyugwan of Enugu State, anybody who knows them must tell them, if they attempt to falsify this very result, if they do anything at all to convey the misleading impression that somehow our people, this great family of IPOB, cast any vote for APC, they will live to regret it. That thing they're looking for, they will get it. And Amechi will not get away with the mayhem he caused in River State. None of them will get away with it. So that our people must now know that the enemies we have within, the enemies we have in our land are these so-called governors, and also Chibika Amechi in River State. And they must not be allowed to get away with it. If we allow them to get away with it, what will happen? What they are trying to do this very night is to foment war, is to bring chaos into our land, and we cannot allow them. If you know IKPEAZU, you must tell him. If you know UMAHI, you must tell him. If you know Ifanyugwan, you must tell them. They cannot tamper with the will of the people. In the United Kingdom, they voted for Brexit. 51% to 48%. In the United Kingdom, the government have said that the will of the people must be respected. Even though today that a majority of the people are now saying, oh no, we prefer to be in Europe. That original vote that people cast is being honored and respected to this very day. That is the sign of stability. That is the sign of development. That is the sign of the people who are civilized enough to understand the sanctity of people's opinion as expressed on a ballot box. This nonsense can happen in Alamajiri, Ugawasa. It can happen in the West with Tinubu. Okay, Zibazu, Defu, Umahi, and Ifan Ugwani cannot do it in Biafra land. They cannot. I am giving them a very clear warning so that the world will know what will come to them. If they attempt to send any vote to INEC in Abuja, stating that Jubril received 25% of the vote in Abia, in Ebonyi, and in Enugu, that land cannot contain them. I will issue an order. The land cannot take them. Let them take it or leave it. That brings to a conclusion this very important announcement. You must tell them what they are trying to do in our land. They are trying to toy with us. We said we will not vote. They were begging us and saying we'll do everything for you to go and vote. And we said you will not respect the outcome. They said no, don't worry, we will respect it. They put pressure from left, right, and center. They signed our document. We have not gone to the polls. That same result is what they want to tamper with, and we're saying this can never ever happen in Biafra. It can never happen. Tinubu can do that nonsense in Yoruba land with their agro lifestyle. That is entirely up to them. Okay, IKPEAZU cannot do it because he's living. UMAHI cannot because he's living. If something applies to Ifan Ugwani, you cannot do that nonsense in Biafra land and get away with it. I assure you, if you want to know if I am serious, tamper with those results and you see what will happen to you before 7 days. Then you know if I'm bluffing or if I'm serious. We say thank you very much. Convey this message to Biafrans all over the world, that these criminals serving Fulani cannot succeed. They can never, ever succeed. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Because we are Biafrans. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And may people guide them and sustain and guide each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The voice of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, NNAMDI KANU, saying it the way it is. As you can see, a lot of atrocities, a lot of fraud is going on. They say that they have electronic voting system, or rather, what is it called? They have card reader, they have every other thing. But this result that have, or rather, election results that are already concluded, they are going to manipulate it, and in the next 48 hours or 72 hours, you will still be waiting for results. In Biafra land, we are in control of it, and they cannot tamper with the wishes of the people. Of course, they have called off the election that was conducted in Anambra because they felt that they were overwhelmingly losing. They were overwhelmingly losing. WE4We, the monster in Anambra government house, made open pledge, spent public funds in buying a book waiting for an imposter in Aso Rock, and went ahead to pledging 10 million each for each state governor in the zoo called Nigeria. Where is this money coming from? Our people who have been castigating, having a go at IPOB, we told you that we are not going to participate in that election because it is a sham, because the election is already rigged. And you continue to carry all manner of campaigns that we don't have the interest of our people at heart. And we went ahead to tell you, sign this document for us, because we cannot call off this boycott without us taking something back to our people. And that document is signed. Today, our people participated on the condition that this election shall be free and fair, that you have repented. And today you are trying to tell us that you are clever by half, and that you can, with impunity, manipulate the wishes of the people. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. About 15 to 25, between 15 to 25 of our brothers and sisters were mowed down in Iguacha yesterday. Still, some people who were castigating us, the people who called them out, could not even defend them. And we begin to ask this all-important question: where goes our integrity? We will be on record as a people who have stood for their own people for generations of Biafrans to come, in all honesty, in every ramifications of the world, defending the interests of our people, even generations of Biafrans unborn. Heaven and earth are bearing us witness, the land of Biafra is indeed giving us all the things that we need, spiritually, physically, and otherwise, because the Most High God has ordained that. And it is our responsibility, individually and collectively, to continue to stand in the gap for our people. Even the politicians in Biafra land, they are keeping mute. They are helpless. Where are they? The E-rats attacking IPOB. Where are you? You are now very helpless, very unproductive. Hausa Fulani has or have come to Biafra land to manipulate the effort of our people. And you are keeping mute. You are waiting for IPOB to make a move. We have made that move and we are not going back this time around because the status can no longer be the same. We urge all Biafrans, irrespective of whatever political persuasion you may be attuned to. We urge all men and women of all shades of opinion across board in Biafra land to stand in solidarity with IPOB, because our people cannot be left to continue to slave, to continue to be under all manner of servitude, in shackles of oppression, in the hands of these cabals. They have indeed made life very miserable for us. What else can we say? You must hold their heads high. You are princes and princesses, and we're not going to allow our enemies to continue to make inroads into our territory. All these collaborators, you can see them. They say that they are governors. They are your political representatives, but they are actually exchanging your freedom, your wishes for the money, blood money that they are making from Hausa Fulanis, and to your own expense and detriment. We cannot allow them. Now is the time. Be at alert. Be proud of whom you are. Our integrity cannot be questioned, for we are on the right track. And time and space shall vindicate us. That is that all-important announcement. More importantly, from our leader, NNAMDI KANU. This is a very live broadcast this afternoon. We urge Biafrans remain focused and resolute. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And as any information trickles in, we will, of course, make that known to you. Thank you once again, and goodbye from London.
Chukwu na ige nwe mmeli, nwa Chineke na ige nwekwanụ mmeli. Ụmụ Biafra bụ ụmụ Chukwu, ụmụ Biafra nwa nke Chukwu. Onye gbakatakwa na yalụ, onye gbakata na kwụsị n'ụzọ ọyịma, onye bụ na jisie n'ike. Obodo mama no bụ nke anyị ncha. Ọdịmma Biafra bụ nke anyị niile. Ọ bụ mụ bụ onye ọma Tochukwu, nnụnụ Chukwu bi n'ọzara, onye ndị mozi na-akpọ ogbugbu. Oji ife nwata, onye wetụrụ ile aka n'ụwa. Osi no ma mwetu nyaba kia. Anyị si lokwu gbaji ya nyaba aka no. Kamata weli gejebelo ugwu.